Hi, my name is KSpringer, and I'm talking about speech generating devices and iPad apps as a means of communication for non-vocal individuals with autism. I chose to speak about this form of communication because I like that it's easily understood by anyone, as opposed to sign language, which has to be known and understood by listeners. So there could be a lot of situations where a person is trying to communicate, but there isn't a person available who knows sign language. It's also better than gesturing because gesturing really limits you to only being able to access items that are already in your environment. So there's a lot of benefits of using the electronic devices. Like I said, they're easily understood by anyone. They can be easy to learn and easy to understand. And a lot of people are already carrying iPads around with them anyways. So to do so, all you would have to do is download an app from the App Store on your iPad. They cost between $8 and $100. There are a few generic cheap ones that you can play around with, which I'll show you in a minute. Even though $100 is expensive, it's still cheaper than a typical speech generating device, which could cost a couple $100s. Sometimes insurance will cover those, but it does take a long time to get all the approvals and prescriptions needed for that. Some of the families at my clinic have said that it's been a real struggle to get the approval to get their speech generating device. And those that I have seen are difficult to use. I've seen a couple families really struggle with getting the student to learn how to use those and how to set it up to be relative to the specific things that that learner would be demanding for. I also know that sometimes to have those worked on, you have to have a specialist from the company that produces the speech generating device come out and help you, so that can be a real hassle to have to set up to meet with somebody when you can use the iPad and easily just set things up yourself. You can add your own pictures to it, you can take photos right onto it. It's just a whole lot easier to use and to keep updated. So you would download one of those apps from the App Store onto your iPad, and then I downloaded a couple free ones. This one is not in English as its main platform, but you can play around with it. But that's one of the neat things about this whole concept of using the electronic devices for manding is that, well, and just picture exchange in general, is it can go across languages. Somebody can hand you a picture or point to a picture, and you don't need to speak the same language as the learner to understand that they're handing you a picture of a water bottle, and that means that they're thirsty and you can get them something to drink. So I like that a lot. So I'll show you on this app. Let me go back to home. This one in particular is a little bit slow, but I think that's because it's one of the free versions. So it's super easy to use. We have bad lighting here, so I'm trying to hold it to adjust. So we have I want and I am. This is how you could type in exactly what you want to say. If you want to say I'm worried that, or I want to see, or something like that. And this would be so that you could upload your pictures to it. So to show you how easy it is to use, you just click I want. We've got eat, drink, play, go, watch TV, bathe, people, and then add your own. So I want eat.
To eat.
And then the nice thing is it just automatically prompts it to the screen full of foods, and I can say
Chips.
chips, and I've just created a full sentence that anybody could hear and be able to help reinforce my command. Going back a few, there's other options. Rather than I want, you could say I am. And then you can say angry.
Angry.
And then you can use this to add in specifically why you're angry. Sorry if you can't see that on the camera. It's just a keyboard, so you could say I'm angry that I don't have school tomorrow, or something like that. So you can really customize it to make it say. The options are really limitless, and this is just the generic free version. So the full PECS system app for the iPad would have so many options to use. I've used it before. It's really simple. It's straightforward. And my favorite thing about it is we can take pictures of particular toys for the kids at the clinic. They have a lot of toys that we've acquired over time or that they've brought in from home, and we don't know exactly what that toy is called. Like we'll say the ball popper type toy or the spinny bear toy. They don't really have names. So there definitely wouldn't be an ASL sign for it. But with the iPad, we can take a picture of that particular toy. The child can tell us exactly what they want. If we can't find it, we can go show people the picture and help us find it. It's just a lot easier to use and really has limitless options as far as what you can command for and express with that. Thank you for watching.